I am a feminist. That doesn't mean I go out and burn bras. At least not on weekends. But nothing grinds my Jane Fondas more than this recurring myth that women in films drive men away. I was having a conversation with a friend recently, and he mentioned the fact that he just didn't think there were that many good women actors. What? I think Meryl Streep would like to have a conversation with you with her 3 friends named Oscar. Also men, but beside the point. The Hunger Games sequel, Catching Fire, made history a couple weeks ago when it became the #1 top grossing movie of 2013. This is the first time that a movie with a female as the lead protagonist was able to do this since the 1970s. The Exorcist was the last movie that was able to do this. And while you can debate the merits of the film itself, I believe that 2013 is a bit of a watershed year because it really showcased the fact that females as strong lead characters, or complicated characters, or just interesting characters, are something that audiences want and even crave. In the past, movies like Alien or Terminator have been seen to be outliers. They're supposed to be seen like blips on the pop cultural radar. These things don't normally happen. People don't like to have females in lead roles. Something that's gained a lot of popularity here in recent years is something called the Bechdel Test. It's something that comes from this alt comic strip from the 1980s, but what it's used to do is really delve into areas of fiction and show how much women are actually marginalized. In order to pass the test, you need to be able to say yes to the following 3 questions. Number 1, is there more than one female character? Number 2, do those 2 characters talk to one another? And number 3, is that conversation about something other than a man? Even with those 3 simple questions, you would be amazed at how many films fail that simple test. What's really cool about 2013 is that the majority of the top 10 highest grossing films actually pass. Now, even the Bechdel test isn't absolutely perfect because films such as Pacific Rim and Gravity, which do have very strong female elements in them, would fail. Which is why they proposed to use something called the Mako Mori test, named after the character in Pacific Rim, to better handle those types of films. And in order to pass that test, you have to have one female protagonist who has her own narrative arc, and that arc is not there to support a man's arc. And I know what you're going to say about some guy whining about feminism. It's, don't cry out loud, just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings. It is 2014, and it's great to think that women and men are absolutely equal, but it still seems like there's so much marginalization going on, and that can be highlighted by the fact of this video that Hey There 005, or Ashley Mardell, made here recently on her YouTube channel. In the video, she describes this kerfluffle that happened with some YouTuber guys who made this video about why they hate when women play hard to get. Ashley and friends make the point that maybe women just don't like you. It's not that they're playing hard to get, they just don't ever want to get with you. For hundreds of years in art and literature, women were looked to as objects of beauty, objects of attainment, like you had to go and conquer them. You had to conquer love to get to them. And so I understand why it's taking so long for the culture to catch up with reality and know that we are the same. We're different sexes, but we're the same humanity. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does. That's his. Very astute, Oscar. There is a division of sex, but all of us are individuals, each with our own unique foibles and things that we can do and things that we can't do and things that we're strong in and things that we're weak in. But until we actually communicate and tell each other these things and not just automatically assume that one is a big brute or one is a weak-willed sex object, we're never going to have an open communication. Or maybe I'm just a pussy. You know what I didn't mention this week is anything about a platypus. If you remember or recall last week's video, I said I was going to, and then I didn't. So I basically just lied to your faces again. I apologize. I'm going to get better at that, but probably not. I also have a Tumblr that's going to be down there as well, so if you want to go and see me or look at stuff that I write out, like longer posts, and also reblog GIFs that I find funny, or GIFs that I find funny. And there's also comments below, subscription up top, blahdy-blahdy-blue. I'm going to see you all next Thursday. My name is Kyle. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go to the end screen, and you can click on other videos if you think they're funny. Meh.